genre.
In the world of Hollywood, movies get greenlit and redlit. They get remade and rebooted. But we are the Ideal. I'm Sam Gasch, and you are listening to Ideal Remake. Thank you for listening to Ideal Remake. We take movies that either have been, will be, or should be remade and talk about what the ideal version of that remake would be. Into every podcast, a conversation about Buffy is born. One episode in all the world, The Chosen One. It alone can discuss the 1992 movie and, with incredible writer and director Meredith Berg, figure out how we fix this flawed movie. So this is that episode. So Meredith, is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie, a movie that has been, will be, or should be remade?
I think it's inevitable at this point. Like the new TV series, There's so much excitement for the new TV series. It's what everyone's talking about. I think I heard that they received something like 3,000 script submissions to be in that writer's room.
Really? Wow. Yeah. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Because I remember when a bunch of my friends were submitting to be in that, because like they don't make a lot of YA stuff. They don't make a lot of YA action stuff. Like, and these are the scripts everyone's like, this is the reason so many people out here got into writing.
Yes, it's such a formative, like
yeah,
a bedrock.
Like, this is it. This is the
of
moment.
Nerddom.
Yeah, absolutely. So before we get too far into it, Meredith, welcome to Ideal Remake.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being my guest for my season finale episode.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. I feel really special.
Yeah. Episode 181, season 8 finale.
Awesome.
So for anyone listening who doesn't immediately know who you are based on your name, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I will say if you want to learn even more about me, you can go to meredithberg.com. My last name is spelled B-E-R-G. I'm a writer and director, primarily in genre, and which is why I chose Buffy. I met Sam at the Horrorgens Legendary Film Festival. It's a combination film festival. And you were there with an awesome script of yours. And I was there with a short film, a sci-fi thriller I wrote and directed called Tether. Excitingly, I won Best Director for the short. And then it's still on its festival run. You can probably pick it up in a few places. And we're going to put it online soon. You can find out more at tethershortfilm.com. And yeah, I'm in prep to shoot my first feature. It is a scary horror film. I'm so sorry, Sam.
It's fine. So I'll just clap when I hear about it.
I betrayed you. I'm so sorry.
No, I want more people making stuff like that. That's amazing. I love it.
And I'm very excited.
I can't watch it, but I'm happy for you.
I'll just describe it to you. And
perfect.
I will say I was telling a friend about it who's a director, and I was telling her my plans for it. I didn't realize her very young son was eavesdropping in the next room until he started to cry, and he got that scared from me talking about it, and he wanted to make sure it wasn't real.
That's so good.
I was like, I'm so sorry, but I'm really happy I made your child cry.
That's incredible.
High praise.
Like, I've talked on the show before about how I can't really watch horror movies, but like I've written a couple horror movies and like horror comedies and stuff, but like obviously I need to do my research in order to do those things. And so like I've gone to like the WJ library and like I read Cabin in the Woods, I read Scream, and it's just like I've read Get Out, and like they all seem like they're gonna be great.
Yeah. I'm like, listen, I cannot wait to make this movie that scares children. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
They're not allowed in this movie. Let's be sure. Like PG-13 is actually probably what it will be, but
perfect. That's amazing. So here we are, two different people who won their awards in categories at Legendary.
Yes!
Good for us.
Yay! And shout outs.
And now we're here to talk about Buffy the Vampire Slayer, a movie that got made.
It's a movie that got made. I honestly cannot believe it got made. It's so unique and so fun and so crazy.
Yes. Do you remember the first time you saw this movie?
I can't recall if I saw it. I must have seen it on like DVD. I must have. I don't know if I saw it in the theater. I think I was really into like I think I was really curious about the fun cheerleader kind of like vibe it had, and I was like, oh, this looks like fun. Also, like I'm a big musical theater nerd and theater nerd, and something about it seemed like kind of like dancing and fun, and then I watched it and I was like, oh, this is way more awesome. There's vampires in it.
And then of course we have to actually wait till season 6 for that, but that's separate.
Yeah, and I have a feeling like I also really love the movie So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Oh,
and I have a feeling both Buffy the Vampire Slayer and So I Married an Axe Murderer were very hurt by their titles.
I don't know. Like, So I Married an Axe Murderer feels like the sort of movie where it's like, I would go see that, and I saw that movie based on title alone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah. That was one of the movies I got when I was getting Netflix DVDs. I was like, I'm getting So I Married an Axe Murderer. That seems silly, and I want to watch it. I know nothing about this movie other than the title and that Mike Myers is in it.
I love that movie. I can quote so much of that movie. I think at the time, people were like, "Oh, it's a comedy. Oh, but it says Axe Murderer in it." I wonder if it was confusing.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it probably sounded more camp than like a mainstream audience would be interested in, and they didn't really know what to think of it. But now it's a huge IP. Like, I think it already would make a huge difference.
Yeah, and like, there's something to be said of like the name Buffy is now inextricably tied to vampire slaying, but before that, I'd never I don't know of the name Buffy outside of that context. Right. But, like, if it had been, like, Stephanie the Vampire Slayer, I think that, for some reason, would have been more camp.
I think you're right.
So, like, I'm thinking of it in terms of, like, something like that of just, like, common lady name.
Yeah.
The Vampire Slayer, I kind of get where you're coming from.
Yeah, I think Buffy was, like, it's just, like, a little before our time kind of name of, like, someone who's very wealthy, like, and, like, sorority.
Bernadette the Vampire Hunter.
As must do Buffy.
I mean, I don't even know if Buffy's short for anything.
Oh my god.
I don't think so.
I've never thought about this. Buffina.
Because, like, I don't know where that name came from, but it works.
Buff Tiffany.
It works really well. Of course,
Buffissa.
obviously. Of the New Hampshire Buff Tiffany's.
Buffy.
But yeah, so I watched this movie for the first time last night.
Oh my god, that was your first time.
Yeah, so this is one of those movies that's kind of been like, I know I need to watch it. I hadn't watched the TV show until I moved to LA. Mm-hmm. My friends who I watched the movie with last night, Zach and Bethany, Zach is a buddy of mine from college, and we were roommates when he first moved out here, and he was like, you're watching this show, and with him I watched all of Buffy. And so when I was like, well, I have to watch this movie, and he was like, you're watching it with us, we're watching it here, we're watching this movie, it's great. And they're like, they cosplay the characters. He has an amazing Spike costume, she has an amazing Buffy costume. They go to they've gone and visited the high school, the graveyard, everything. Like, they love the show.
Super fans.
Absolutely. Like, one of Zach's early gifts to Bethany when they first started dating was he made her a steak. And it's very cool. It's very fancy.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's great. And so, like, they were absolutely the right people. So, because, like, they were like, just you wait. You're watching this basketball scene. Look for it. And I was like, wait, was that Ben Affleck? And they were like, it was Ben Affleck. And they were like, yeah, it's happening.
By the way, you're saying Bethany, but I want you to know I'm hearing Buffany.
Absolutely. And that is correct. Well, and it's Ben Affleck in a scene.
Yes.
And then he gets dubbed over because his voice wasn't masculine or manly enough for the actual movie.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's.
I think Matt Damon is also somewhere in there, but I'm not positive. I feel like because he doesn't have a line, but I
don't know.
They're always together, so I don't know.
They are inextricably tied forever.
I'm so excited that this is why you watched it though, and that you finally did.
Yeah, thank you for having me watch this movie. But yeah, it was very fun. I can't say I have the emotional love for this movie that you do. It's very interesting watching this movie because, like, having seen the TV show, obviously the TV show, Joss Whedon notwithstanding, the TV show's great and it is iconic for a reason. The movie, like, there's a lot of the movie that's kind of a mess, but, like, I will give it to the movie. It is under an hour and a half. It is 85 minutes long.
It knows what it's trying to do. It knows its genre. It knows its humor. It knows what it's trying to do, which is fun.
Yeah. I think, unfortunately, there are some people potentially miscast. Like, I don't think Donald Sutherland was the correct choice for that particular role.
He's so
but he
serious.
gave it everything he had.
He's so serious.
He is playing it serious as a goddamn graveyard. And then, like, he gets to make a joke later in the movie, and all of us watching the movie were like, no, you didn't earn that. You don't get to do jokes. And then at some point later in the movie, when he gets, like, stabbed and is dying, and he, like, pulls out the handkerchief to cough into it, and they're like, no, that's fucking Snow from the Hunger Games. You don't get to do that twice.
He's like, you know what? Buffy didn't have a lot of audience. I'm bringing it back. No one will know.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, like, how many people in the audience have really seen Clute?
Right. I was thinking, like, as you talk about the handkerchief thing, I'm like, listen, in movie symbology, we only have so many ways to tell you an old man's gonna die. Coughing blood in a handkerchief is our only tool.
There wasn't blood. He just coughed in the handkerchief and we don't see anything.
Oh,
we can tell he's going to die. He's been stabbed. He's been stabbed by this crazy, like, stake that, like, only is used to kill a person. And also, it was crazy watching this movie after having watched the TV show, because in the movie, vampires don't get dusted. They just die. They're just bodies on the ground.
And another big difference is, like, in the movie, she gets period cramps when one's nearby. And in the show, she can't tell when there's one nearby, which I assume they had to change so that the angel, you know, surprise works in season 1 that you don't know for whatever 6, 7 episodes. I forget. I thought it was interesting that was one of the bigger changes between the movie and the show.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, she's supposed to have a sixth sense about it.
Yeah, no, that's probably wise. But yeah, like the idea of because then you get to the end of the movie and like the whole, like, not cafeteria. What's the word I'm looking for? Gymnasium.
Yeah.
The gym is full of, like, dead vampire bodies. And, like, the principal's just like, detention. It's just like, these are your students and they're dead.
I know.
He's just like, yeah, whatever.
I mean, this is one of those, I'm trying to remember. This is before, like, school shootings became, like, such a thing, I think.
That is true.
And I wonder if, you know, teens killing teens, it has a very different just cultural impact. And the principal being like, oh, another dead kid. Like, that might hit different.
Stephen Root was killing it. He's
so good.
I don't know if that man's ever given a bad performance in his entire life.
No, he always knows the assignment.
Absolutely.
National treasure.
He's incredible. 100%. But yeah, so we should do a quick run through of the movie. Just like, I'm sure there are people who haven't seen it, but like, again, it's 85 minutes long. It's not a very long movie. How does Buffy the Vampire Slayer open?
I was very happy that it started with a dance sequence with the cheerleaders. And then I love that it flashes back to like instead of a pom-pom, it's a stake. Or the stake the stake becomes a pom-pom.
Right, that's right.
It actually starts
with that flashback
before
to
that,
vampires are around and there must always be a chosen one who hunts down the vampires.
Yeah. And
it's
in a terrible set. Like a terrible set.
Awful. It was medieval times. And so then, it dissolves to a pom-pom and they're dancing in the gymnasium.
This, like, stake, like, with blood or whatever, she raises a stake in the air and it becomes a pom-pom. And I was like, sold. I love a great transition. Like, I love a match cut. Like, nobody's business. And I'm like, oh, come on, that's great. A weapon becoming a pom-pom is great.
It is kind of perfect. Well, it then, of course, like, I want the pom-pom to become a weapon later in the movie. It doesn't happen, but it would have been amazing.
She should have, like, broke off. Yes, exactly. Break off a pom-pom to make it, you know, sharp or something. Or do something to make up the stick of the pom-pom sharp or something and kill someone with it.
I would go the other way of, it's a pom-pom. Mm-hmm. So, like, if this vampire is about to bite down on you, you shove the pom-pom in their mouth. And now they can't bite down because their mouth is full of pom-pom.
That's great. I love it. There's so many uses for a pom-pom.
It's true.
You could use it to rally troops. You could use it to be like a signal to charge.
And if there's a museum guide that needs something to get the tour people to start following them, pom-pom.
You could use it as bait, as a distraction. Like, you know, wave that. It's colorful. You know, wave that in the air. Some vampires like, oh, there's a teenager over there. There's so many uses for the pom-pom.
You can do the thing where you throw a stone and it makes a sound over there, but it's a pom-pom, so it makes sound the whole time it's being thrown.
You could tie like a string or a wire to it, and you could throw it and also pull it back.
Well, all of a sudden you turn into that, like, ranged weapon with this...
A martial arts, like, whipping it around, and it's a pom... You put two pom-poms on together, string them together, and now you've got that like... Nunchucks. Pom-chucks.
Pom-chucks.
This movie is already killing it.
Nun-poms. Pom-chucks
Pom
is better.
nuts.
But yeah, so Buffy Summers. Classic, blonde, teenage high school girl. She's a senior, and she and her friends are going to be cool kids wherever they go. She's got a boyfriend. They're going to the mall and watching movies.
Yeah.
Everything's great. Weird old guy stalks them to an elevator. We're going to ignore him. Everything's fantastic.
Weird old guy who's so serious. But what's great about it is she's not just one of the, like, cheerleader vapid people. She's, like, the leader. She's, like, head bitch. You know, she is the worst of the worst in terms of being vapid, capitalist obsessed, consumer. And I like that there is a moment where she kind of, you see that she has more intelligence, but that it's not going to be popular with her group. And so she's just like, whatever, and she goes back to whatever she needs to be.
Yes.
It's very fun.
And like, I wish I had a better quote in front of me, but like the dialogue, there's a lot of like kind of like silly dialogue in this, but there's also very like stylized dialogue of like, this movie came out in 1992. 80s, 90s aesthetic hadn't really solidified yet, but they're doing the like, oh, whatever Valley Girls speak of like random lines of just like using a word where it doesn't belong, and it's very good and very fun.
I love it. Like, at one point, one character is like, "Get out of my facial."
That's it. Thank you. Perfect example. I did not have one. That was exactly what I needed.
Get out of my facial.
And so basically, like, they go to a movie, and the two kind of like loners are being bothered by the fact that they're talking through a movie, which is correct. Don't talk through a movie.
Yes, these girls are the worst. I mean, she starts out the worst.
Absolutely. And so then those two loners go off on their own, and they like get drunk, and they're like hanging out. And there's like these weird homoerotic overtones where it's like, I mean, it's a shame. Eventually, I guess I should probably just hook up with you. And it's like, yeah, that would be weird, right? Anyway, I'm drunk.
David Arquette, Luke Perry.
Yeah.
Iconic duo. I mean, they're so good.
Absolutely. So David Arquette gets pulled off and turned into a vampire, and then Donald Sutherland rescues Luke Perry, puts him in a truck, and gets him to safety. And so then the movie can begin.
We've seen our first modern day vampire attack. That was not in a medieval times set. And and we've met Buffy, and we've met and she's already technically kind of refused the call. Even though it wasn't a clear call. When he's like, hey, I found you. Donald Sutherland finds her in the mall. And it's like, it's you. Or whatever. And she's like, ew, old man much? Gross.
Yeah. In my head, I'd already forgotten that they exchanged dialogue at that point. It's more, I thought he like found her and they just like locked eyes and then the elevator door closed.
Oh, no, yes, I remember what they say. It's incredible. One of maybe it's Hilary Swank, who's one of the girls.
Yeah.
Says, what a homeless.
That's good. Donald Sutherland ends up tracking Buffy down at the end of cheerleader practice the next day. And he's like, okay, cool. So you're going to come with me to the graveyard? And she's like, absolutely not. And he's like, no, you are, though, because you're the chosen one. You have the mark of the chosen one. And then she says one of my favorite things in the entire movie. She's like, oh, you mean that mole? I had that removed years ago. And I found that so funny. Because that's such a silly concept of like, oh, yeah, the mark of the chosen one.
Ew.
No thank you. Gross.
Oh, that's your chosen one, Mark. Oh, ew. No, thank you.
Yeah,
do not want.
And so he ends up like citing Buffy's dreams back to her. Oh, like Buffy's family doesn't really like care where she is or who she is or whatever, and which is very funny comedy jokes. Like she comes home late one day. It's like, do you have any idea what time it is? After 10? Oh, thank you. We didn't miss our date. And
I love that her mom. I mean, another big difference between the movie and the show is the mom is so checked out. She's like, kiss, gotta go, whatever. Don't get pregnant. But like, they're so checked out, which is I think a very Gen X kind of like commentary too, which, like the latchkey kid and how much like that generation was just like left alone. And then in the series, because it's a long running character, she had to be a little more human, have more dimension. So she's actually like not a crazy vapid mom.
Right.
Which is interesting. But they're still supposed to be, it's a sequel. Like the show is a sequel. Mm-hmm. They're supposed to be the same characters.
The show is a sequel to the original script. Mm-hmm. And the movie is not that script. So Joss Whedon's still credited with the movie, but the show is a sequel to his original script and not what actually ended up becoming the movie.
Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, they mentioned, the end of the movie, they're like, hey, let's not have that happen again and all that, So it's a direct, I think episode 1 is right after the movie script ends, which I think is
and she's like, I don't need another watcher. My watcher just died. You can kind of do whatever you're gonna want, Giles.
Yeah. She has this trauma of watching her first mentor die, and that's her backstory.
Yeah. He ends up convincing her that she is in fact the chosen one because he's like, well, these are your dreams because they're also your past lives. And she's like, oh shit. Another difference between the show is that Merrick, the mentor, he kind of talks about how he is being reborn as himself in every lifetime. And Giles, he's just a member of the society.
They're just humans. It's more like Highlander.
Yeah. And Merrick in particular is like, yeah, I was there for this one. I trained this one. I trained this one. And I die. And then I come back and I train the next one. And it's like,
horrible
curse. Okay, buddy.
That's a rough eternity. To keep on losing your students.
And also... And also, he's not allowed to fight vampires. So, like, in all that time, he hasn't really learned to... Like, he teaches people how to fight, but hasn't learned how to fight.
Yeah.
And I understand that he doesn't have, like, the Chosen One Slayer superpowers. But, like, also... Come on, man. Luke Perry's doing it.
Well, it's so funny in the show, because we've been doing a rewatch, and I think we're on season 4 at this point. The number of times Giles gets knocked out. I'm like, he should have serious brain trauma.
Yeah. Well, that's probably why he has to fidget with his glasses so much. He needs the tactile to keep him grounded.
His hematomas.
Yes.
Oh my God. Also, by the way, talking about like that scene where he's telling her, I know who you are and you are who you are. I love he makes a whole meal out of this moment where he throws a steak at her and she automatically, Spider-Man catches it, and that's like with her reflexes. And that's how he's trying to show her she has superhuman reflexes. And
that's the next scene.
Oh, is that the next scene? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm going
ahead. This is the scene where he convinces her to go to the graveyard. She goes to the graveyard, kills vampires, and he's like, see, it's real. And she's like, holy crap, that's real. And he's like, great, so you'll meet me tomorrow? And she's like, no, I have cheerleader practice.
Yes.
And he's like, absolute what? And so then she goes and does cheerleading practice the next day, and then he shows up in the locker room.
A girl's locker room.
To which her response is, you can't be here, this is a naked place.
Love it.
And that's when he's like, no, you're the Slayer. And he throws a knife at her and she catches it. And she's like, you threw a knife at my head. And he's like, you would have only caught it if you're the Chosen One. And she's like, you threw a knife at my head.
And what I love so much about that moment is he takes his time where he does the Columbo, one more thing. He turns back around and he does this slow, like stroking of his mustache. And then he takes out, that's right, it's a knife now. He takes out a knife and he's like, what? One more thing. He throws a knife at her head.
It's wild. We haven't really even talked about our villains. So our villains are Lothos, basically Dracula. Dracula without being Dracula.
I think so, yeah.
And then his, like, squire, servant, other, like, number 2 vampire.
Love Squire.
Pee Wee Herman.
Herman! Oh my God, he's so good.
He's very, very good. And who also is just like, he's obsessed with this girl, when really what we have is the most special. And he's like, Master, I've made a whole army for you. Isn't everything going to be perfect and wonderful from now on?
Just you and me, ruling the world together.
And our children.
And Lothos is like, there's just one girl I gotta take care of.
Yeah, again, obviously, I take care of her all the time, but, like, I gotta take care of her again.
It's his favorite hobby is killing Buffys.
Absolutely. And so that's kind of the iteration of this version of the movie where Merrick is getting born and reborn over and over, and we're kind of led to believe that the Buffy is also being born and reborn. And so it's kind of the same...
And in the movie, it's the same face. Like, she plays the person in just quote-unquote Dark Ages or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, and so there's that, and so then basically, like... The town starts getting taken over by vampires. Buffy starts like, I don't want to fight, but I must fight. And then like, Luke Perry's in danger. I have to save Luke Perry. This man's attractive and he understands the fight I'm going through. My other boyfriend would never understand.
My jock
And also
boyfriend.
It turns out he's a terrible human being.
Horrible human being. I love it when he gets mad at someone else grabbing her ass. This is later, but he gets so mad at someone else grabbing her ass. And he's like, hey, get your hands off my thing.
Yeah. You're going to make it dirty. He's
the worst. He's wonderfully the worst.
Absolutely the worst. And in classic this style of movie fashion.
Exactly. No, it's 100%. It's quite camp.
Yes. And so the different vampires start attacking the school. Buffy starts taking care of them because it's one-on-one. But then as soon as there's multiple at a time, all of a sudden she's overwhelmed. And then Lothos shows up and kind of just like mesmerizes her. And Merrick shows up. He's like, no, not this one. You can't have her. She's, of all the specials, she's the most special.
The most special. Very important.
The most special.
Yes.
So then Merrick gets killed. Buffy's very sad about it. Luke Perry's like, yeah, you'll be fine. If we made out, I bet you'd feel better.
You know it's serious for Merrick when he takes out that handkerchief.
Oh, it's true.
He's not coming back from that stabbing.
You put that handkerchief
I can't.
away until I can't say it. It's impossible to say. I don't know how
I've lost the word.
So he dies, and then Buffy's like, but all my friends my mentor is dead. It's over. I'm just gonna try to reconnect with my friends and go to the dance. And her friends are like, where the hell have you been for the last 3 weeks? Because of course it's only been 3 weeks.
In teenage years, that's a lot.
It's a long time.
Yeah, teenage years, that's a lifetime.
She's going to go to a dance that isn't even the last dance of the year.
Oh, yeah. It's not even prom. It's just like a random. That's right. They were like, oh, no, that's the prom. No, that's the pre-prom. And then that's like, they're talking about all the dances they have coming up.
There's like 4 or 5 more dances before the end of the year.
Yeah. And that is when she says, get out of my facial.
It's true.
Buffy.
It's so
Chili,
good.
She and Hilary Swank.
Hilary Swank is going places.
I mean, clearly from that, she must have gotten Karate Kid 3. Right? Or was that before that?
No, Karate Kid 3, she's the next Karate Kid.
Is she the 4th?
No, the movie's called The Next Karate Kid.
Right, okay.
Because Karate Kids 1, 2, and 3 are all Daniel, and then she's in the one that isn't Karate Kid 4, but it is called The Next Karate Kid.
What if it's a shared universe where she somehow was given some of Buffy's powers, and that's why in The Next Karate Kid she's able to jump up on a moving car, which is one of the only things I remember from that movie.
That would be great. Jumping up on moving cars happens in this. Pee Wee Herman rides a moving car the whole time, and when he does it, I'm like, no, you can't do that. That's not a vampire thing. That's a werewolf thing.
Werewolf. He totally Teen Wolfs it.
Ugh.
Isn't he lose an arm that way or something?
Yes. He punches through the top of Luke Perry's van, and then Luke Perry like knocks him off with a branch and it severs his arm. And so for the rest of the movie, he's wearing a coat and you can see him holding his arm inside the coat.
Yeah, that was a big mistake to make part of the story. That's hard to shoot after you've made that decision.
Yeah. So all the vampires attack the dance, and this time Buffy figures out that she doesn't have to be mesmerized because the music stops. And I don't completely understand what happens in that scene. She's just like, oh, I just have to not be mesmerized by you.
I agree.
And I was like,
I mean, I'll tell you, this movie is so ingrained in me. I remember the song. It's like dun 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 dun. And I don't know why I don't know why she's finally able to fight it though. Like, because he says the music stops, and then she just says the music stops. That Merrick told her that, but then he stops after she says it. Right? It's not like anyway. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't completely understand.
I also love that dance was them doing what they could about climate change by calling it "Hug the World."
Correct.
They were somewhat thoughtful
it's like
cheerleaders.
Bad.
Hug the world.
Yes.
It's bad out there. Like, climate change is bad. We really got to stop the climate. Is I think what they say.
It's so good. But yeah, so then all the vampires fight. She ends up stabbing Pee Wee Herman, who has a real name, but I'm blanking on it at the moment.
Oh, shoot. Wait, hold on. I think I wrote it down, actually.
I remembered when we were watching the movie, and I don't remember now.
Amelin. I wrote it down.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Amelin. I meant the actor's name.
Oh, Pee Wee? Oh, Paul Rubens.
Yeah. Paul Rubens, thank you. So she stabs him, and then for some reason he does this whole like extended dying scene. And we decided when we were watching the movie last night that it was just like he just kept going.
It's minutes.
They never called cut.
They never called cut, and they fell in love with it. Cut,
and they're just like, well, we're obviously keeping this.
You're
being very silly.
Yes, I love it. And it's like and then I'm sure, as you recall, I assume you waited in the credits when they did even more of it? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They showed more of him dying.
Yes.
Yeah. Ow.
It was very silly.
It's such a great death. I think that's my favorite cinematic death.
Interesting.
I'm like
Lovely.
now thinking about
Wonderful.
What's the best cinematic death. That one's up there.
I can't think of a better one.
Right?
Yeah.
Pee Wee wins.
Pee Wee wins. So Buffy has a big showdown with Lothos in the middle of the gym. He has a sword. She has a California flagpole. They end up fighting, and then eventually, like, he knocks the flagpole out of her hand. He knocks the stake out of her hand. She picks up a chair. He shatters the chair. She takes a stake from the broken chair, stabs it at him, and then does a kick, a move that she learned from Merrick, and kicks the stake further into his heart. Mm-hmm. And then he dies. She wins. She goes and dances and makes out with Luke Perry. End of movie.
I like how as he dies, he goes, "Oops."
Yep, he is.
It's a great last word.
It is.
Oops.
To the movie's credit, is extremely camp the whole time.
Yes, and it works best when it understands the. Actually, I will say there is another really great death scene that is hilarious, which Last Action Hero.
Oh, Last Action Hero is great.
And there's like a bad guy, or I can't remember. I think it's a bad guy. But anyway, someone's dying, and is being spoken to, and their last words is, "I'm out of here," and then they die.
Yeah. That's good too. I also just saw Predator for the first time.
What?
A couple weeks ago, and
so
when the Predator dies, that's also a pretty good death.
He's like,
and it's just the maniacal laugh, and he's like, This is how we do things in Predator world, baby.
I'm fucking taking you with me. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm like, boop, boop, boop. I think I was really mad at my husband, and I pointed at my arm, and I went, boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna destroy us both.
Amazing. So that's Buffy as it exists.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Okay. So again, I do think it already has a better chance because now that title is IP. So already, I think it's going to be far more successful. You know, the first one was not. I don't remember how badly it splattered, but it was bad. It was a bad bit of business, I think. But either...
I would imagine. I'm going to double check, but yeah, I would assume.
It couldn't have... I mean, obviously a TV show came from it, so that had to get greenlit somehow. But I think also Joss Whedon had other, writing credits to his name. I believe he's uncredited for Speed.
Yeah, I mean, he's also uncredited for, Toy Story. But, actually, so the budget of this movie is $7 million, made $16 million worldwide gross, so technically it limped across the finish line.
Yeah, that's true.
So, technically a mild success, so that's why it wasn't just absolutely just buried.
Yeah, I wonder if that was over a long time. I wonder if it was a cult hit kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but, sometimes those things, if you look at the room is still a major loss kind of thing. I think it needs to be its theatrical run.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it did okay.
I don't know how IMDb Pro calculates stuff, but
right.
Yeah.
So it did okay.
Yeah. Obviously, we're doing a hard restart, no connection to the original kind of thing, but
yes, this is not a sequel, not a prequel. It has to be a complete remake, right?
Yes. I started with one important gender swap. Because basically the way the movie exists is Lothos has kind of been tracking down and killing the various Slayers because he kind of just wants to.
Well, they are his only threat.
Yes. But for and we're going to learn about more vampires in later lore or whatever, but yes, they're his only threat. But also, there's an argument to be made that if he left them alone, he'd be fine. And so it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. But it feels like he's kind of obsessed with the Buffy character in particular and the Slayers in particular. And outside of them being a threat to him, that doesn't feel as good as I would have liked it to.
Technically, what he should be targeting the Watcher Council, which is more of a council in the show. And it's just one person in the movie. But that's the person that, without Watcher, Buffy never gets found. Buffy never gets trained. She never finds her birthright. She never becomes a threat.
And Merrick and Lothos were on a first name basis. They had met before, but and Merrick also says, "I'm late. You're not trained, and it's my fault." And we never find out why.
Ooh, but that's true.
But what I did was I gender swapped Lothos.
Oh.
The reason why is I wanted to go back to the very beginning, the origin.
I did too, actually. In my notes here, I just saw I did too. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Go back.
Awesome. And the reason why I wanted to do that is I like the idea of let's say Lothos and Buffy of the whatever. Let's say they were sisters and they were both candidates to become the Slayer, but then it was Buffy, and then Lothos was just mad, mad, jealous, all of that, and eventually became a vampire.
Yeah, made a deal with a demon or something. Yeah.
Something. Out of this anger, this jealousy, all of that, Lothos has been tracking down and killing the Slayers for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And it all goes back to that original, just I could have been the Slayer and I wasn't.
I do agree that, yes. Okay, I'm loving this. And because I'm thinking the more you're talking about the fact that they all kind of get reincarnated, it does feel like they all three got caught in a curse that entwines them all. They got caught in something, maybe for good intentions or ill intentions, either out of, envy or something, but it ensnared all three. They're kind of all stuck together for all time.
Yep.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah. So something along those lines of it's all, I am going to kill the Slayers because I could not be a Slayer, so therefore no one can.
I have to show I'm best.
Yes.
She's the chosen one, but you know what beats chosen one? Being the best, bitch.
Yes. I choose me.
Yes. Can I tell you my thought about casting, the gender swap casting, Lothos?
Okay.
Hilary Swank.
I mean, I love that idea. The problem is that Hilary Swank's in the original one.
I know, but it's not the same character. It's not the same anything. And you bring her back, and now she's Lothos. But not as the same character. I just think that would be, first of all, she She's done such serious stuff since.
It's true.
Let's have her come back and camp up the room, wear a cloak, be nuts.
Yeah, we'll see. When we get into casting, we'll talk about that because I
Oh,
don't
I'm
hate
sorry.
that
I'm
idea.
jumping the gun.
But
Okay.
No, it's fine. We
Okay.
were in the moment. But like in terms of like plot and stuff, like that's kind of the idea of I think that'll like kind of bind us all together and give us more like lore and mysticism because the movie as it existed in a world like a no Buffy world of just like, yeah, it's just this teenage girl who kills vampires. Isn't that silly? But now we're in a world where Buffy is lore and world building and it's everything about that. And I feel like that now has to be injected into the movie. Otherwise it will kind of fail as a Buffy movie.
So you're saying everything is canon. The show is canon.
No.
Okay, no. Okay.
No. I'm saying that we're making this movie in a world where the show exists.
Okay. And you have to be aware of that. Yes.
People will have like an expectation.
Yes, I agree.
And so like I absolutely don't want to make the show or anything else canon because it doesn't give it like that's you're kind of like tying your hands behind your back.
Yeah, that's such a different story. Yeah, at that point.
But and like fundamentally like this is supposed to be an origin story where we learn everything and that establishes the rules. And so I think it's fun to give us like, well, why this one? Here's why.
I love this. Because I had forgotten the whole that Merrick is reincarnated as well, and I love that line. You know, I'm late. It's my fault, but it's never explained. And is he always reincarnated like old?
I would assume not. I would assume that's why he was late.
Yeah, right.
My friends also talked about how he was clearly designed to be British, and then Donald Sutherland was like, "I'm not doing that," because like they keep serving him tea and he does like British mannerisms, but he just doesn't do an accent.
Oh my God. I never thought about that, but that's so true. The handkerchief, especially.
And the handkerchief. And
Very
the handkerchief
British.
especially. Yeah. Very British, just no accent. I mean, it's Donald Sutherland. He's always going to be great. I do feel he is miscast in this movie, but that's a separate conversation. But yeah, I don't know. Like, this is something that you've had as part of your life for a lot longer than I have. Tell me about what you've been thinking of in terms of, like, what to do with a Buffy movie.
The itch that it scratches, like the thing that is like so dear to my heart about it is I also was a huge fan of Sailor Moon when I was growing up. Do you remember Sailor Moon?
I do.
Loved it. And that was also a girl who was chosen. She has a destiny. It's a very set destiny. She is, supposed to do all these heroic things and save the planet and the galaxy and all these stuff. And she's like, I don't want to. I don't want to. I really
and honestly, relatable.
Yeah. I want to go shopping. My friends are waiting for me. And another thing about Sailor Moon, she's like, I just want to go eat dumplings.
Yeah.
I really don't want to deal with like a demon like right now. That's a lot. Like, to be fair, I'm 16. That's a lot. And that appealed so much to me. It was so relatable. It was so much like the kind of pushing off of adulthood and responsibility and all that stuff that is so perfect for that like 15, 16, 17 age. And also it's so much fun. It's like that kind of Bring It On and the Clueless, where it's, or like Legally Blonde, I think is absolutely influenced by these things where, just because she's smart doesn't mean she has to code, less girly. And there's something about that, like the embracing of being like, oh yeah, I'm a badass and I'm also hyper feminine, and both these things can exist.
Yeah.
That I love. But yeah, again, just the really like the unfairness of like, okay, now I can't have regular friendships. Now I can't go to the dance. Now that boy I like thinks I hate him because I never like make a date, and you're ruining my entire life. And why do I have to be the one whose life is ruined just to save the stupid earth? Which is stupid and smells. You know what I mean? Like, that is just such a great characterization. I just love that. And so I feel like it honestly needed a little bit more of that. Like, I think I would go further with the Legally Blonde characterization of her, because I think Christy Swanson, her flip to athletic and capable and badass is so fast. She does some resisting where she's like, well, I'm a teenager. I want to go on a date. I want to go on a dance. Like, the DNA is there, but it feels eschewed really fast. And so I think that I want to see the angst more, that struggle.
Do you want her to still be a cheerleader?
Yes, absolutely. I think she should be this sort of so far away from the stereotype of what you would think of a warrior, but then actually cheerleaders are quite athletic. Actually, like they are, she was the squad leader. She did have leadership capabilities. Like all these things that are reframing in a more feminine way what makes strength and what makes a leader. I think that was just so powerful. And so, yeah, I think she should. And also, like, you want a big arc, right? You want her to go from really, really shallow to then sacrificing herself. Like this, like, that's about as far as you can get, right?
Okay, well, so then what's your version of the modern equivalent? Like, not really like hanging out and watching movies at the mall kind
Right,
of
right.
thing.
Malls
So
are dead. So,
what's the modern equivalent? Like, especially because like kind of the modern equivalent is hanging out on your couch and hanging out on TikTok.
oh, yeah,
Like, do you
Fortnite.
want her? Yeah, do you want her to be a TikTok star? Like,
Oh,
what do
like an
you think?
influencer type? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I actually hadn't
even
thought
at 16?
about because cheerleaders do still exist.
Absolutely.
I don't think that's even changed that much, except for obviously there's now male cheerleaders too, but that's been for a while. Obviously, they're in Bring It On. So I feel in that way, it's a little bit. Well, here's the thing. In I do think there's a charm to the camp that you have actors who are clearly not in high school, like clearly in their 20s playing high school. You have this kind of over the top stylized language, which I think is very fun. It's colorful, it's poppy. You know, I think that you lean into this impression of the 90s. I don't think it's necessarily a period
Oh,
movie.
you want this to still be set in the 90s? Because I was
Not
thinking we would have to set it
necessarily.
now.
Not necessarily. I think it could be set now.
Yeah.
It could be set, but I think there's like a nostalgia kind of feel of a high school movie that is. I think this is a little bit. I think there's no way you do a Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and it's like I think if you did like a Catherine Hardwicke, the first Twilight movie feels like so grounded and so
Yeah.
almost documentary style with the movement of the camera and the hyper realism and subtlety and like the low key energy of it feels very grounded. I don't think you do that with Buffy. I just think that's not its DNA. It is a wacky name and it is a wacky world and it's fun. I think you have to lean into the fun and it's just like a little bit
All right.
ridiculous.
Then the obviously next question is what's the most colorful part of Los Angeles that you want to put the
Ooh,
is it
I guess
Los
yeah.
Feliz? Is it Beverly Hills?
Oh my
Is it
gosh.
Burbank? Is it Santa Monica? What is the cuz like there's an
Ooh.
argument to be made that the most colorful part of Los Angeles is also one of the hardest places to film, but also a place where kids and teenagers do still hang out,
Yeah.
and it's Santa Monica Pier.
Oh, that's fun.
Like you want to hang out someplace colorful, someplace where you can go with your friends where the parents won't hang out because
Yeah.
it's just a carnival. What's the worst that can happen?
And it's like
And it's
kind of
kids
yeah.
drinking under the pier, but of course it's also dark under the pier, and that's where
Yeah.
the vampires
Oh,
can
I
get
like
you.
that. And you know what? That's got a Lost Boys kind of thing to it, you know?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's kind of fun. Yeah, I like Santa Monica Pier. And the thing is, she has to come from privilege, right? She comes
Yes.
from privilege. Her mom is like, yes, gotta go. Where are my pearls? And so Santa Monica, West Side, tons of
Yeah.
privilege. Could be
Absolutely. Because like
Malibu.
I
Actually, it could be
remember.
Malibu.
Ooh, okay, I'm into that. Well, because the original one filmed in Torrance.
Yeah, that was very much like OC. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like a
So
very
like
OC feeling.
but if we go like beachy and like all of that,
Yeah.
then you absolutely can kind of lean into the like, yeah, it's a beach party every day when we're hanging out with our friends in Malibu.
Yeah, like it should look like I know what you're like clueless, right? I know what you're thinking. Is this like a CoverGirl ad or what? Like whatever
Yeah,
that
yeah,
starts out as. It's kind of like that. Like
yeah,
her life should be what you think is perfect. Like it is pushed past realism. It's
yeah.
it's the nostalgic perfection of teenagehood that is what she loses.
I also like the idea of the reversal of creating the perceived perfection, and then we find out that she was just like doing that to film with her friends, and then they
Mhm.
go like hang out in the park or something.
Yeah, and like the betrayal is like yeah, and like they're not there when she really needs them. They don't
Yeah,
understand what's happening. I mean, I don't know, like, because I don't know how much of it was her being a jerk or a bully to be the leader, but obviously there is a mean streak to this group,
yes,
and I think she's like really like I think there's somewhat of a survival. I think there's something that needs to be kind of drilled down into about like why did she feel like she needed to be the apex predator of that world?
yeah.
Was it for survival? Was it like otherwise you are the prey for this group, kind of like the plastics or whatever? Like is it you're either one of them or they're tearing you into pieces?
And we also could use that and tie it back to the lore of part of what makes her the chosen one, part of what makes her the slayer is that she sees everything as adversarial,
Mm,
And so she saw the school hierarchy and the popularity chart of like, that is the challenge I have to beat. And she's kind of just like one of those like hyper competitive people where it's like, oh, if I'm going to win high school, I have to be the most popular one.
Yeah, and I think that this is a bigger conversation to step back for a second, but I think that one issue with the original movie is it is she has no female friends, which was fixed in the show.
Eventually, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
She has no female friends. The girls that she's against are like, they ultimately like welcome the vampires in, and she's like, "You let the vampires in? What? They're seniors." Like
Yeah.
they're idiots.
Of course they're
jerks.
Of course they're invited. They're seniors.
They're seniors, and I think it's ultimately there's a lot of girl versus girl that
Yeah.
that I don't like, and I think it'd be interesting instead if there's this arc. I think there should be a big arc between her and the Hilary Swank character in the movie, which was, I think, is it Kimberly? Yeah, Kimberly, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
Kimberly, I think Buffy and Kimberly, they start out fake best friends, but they're really both just trying to survive,
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where women pitted against each other all the time, and you just gotta survive.
Well, then let's take what we've already established. Like, let's say that Buffy learns and kind of sees what Lothos did, where Lothos has spent centuries pitting herself against these slayers and these women
Yeah.
because she needs to be better than them.
Yeah, girl versus girl is the entire curse. Ooh.
And so Buffy's like, I don't want that to be my legacy. And even if I beat Lothos, I don't want it to be just because I'm the best girl.
Yes.
I want it to be all of us girls.
Yes.
And she can even set it up of like, I can't beat you, Lothos,
Yeah.
but we can.
Yeah.
And it's all of her friends coming together to beat Lothos.
Exactly. By the end, the girls get together. They fight evil together, not like her despite dumb girls. You know what I mean? Like,
And-
that really bothers me in the movie.
I also would like it if that is against Merrick's advice. If Merrick is saying, no,
Yes.
you are the Slayer. You
Yeah.
are all alone.
He's
you have
old
to fight alone.
guard.
You have to be alone.
Yes.
Old guard. And she, like, he dies, and she's like, he died because he kept fighting
Because-
alone.
Yes.
If we fight together, we
Yes.
all can survive.
Yes. And I feel like, actually, like, a little twist on things. What's interesting with the whole curse that we're talking about and the entwining is maybe, like, the Hilary Swank, the Kimberly mean girl character is, like, she and Buffy are now starting to get so against each other that they're in danger of falling into a similar curse. Like,
Yeah.
like maybe the actual original curse is actually just Merrick and Lothos.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but Buffy and Kimberly are being so set against each other that they're in danger of falling into the same horrible fate that those two who hated each other or went against each other or something so much hundreds or thousands of years ago that they are now cursed in eternity to kill each other over and over again.
Yeah. We can even find out that part of the reason why Merrick is a part of this curse is because Lothos and Buffy, originally, he was the one that was like her and picked Buffy, and now that's what kind of tied
He set
him
the
into
girls
curse
against
as
each
well.
other.
He set them against each other to
Yes.
pick the one that he
Exactly.
deemed would be the best.
Like, and maybe it could have been either one, but he was like, like a bad parent, like, I want you to fight over my love kind of thing.
Yes, 100%.
And then now he's doing it again, and Buffy is like, wait a minute. Or if maybe he doesn't even die, maybe she leaves him, or maybe she's like, you're the curse. You're actually the curse.
Yeah.
You are setting
Yeah.
women against each other. You created Lothos. And now Kimberly is about to go down that same road because of how much you've set us against each other. She's going to become another Lothos because of you. I'm going to stop it.
In your incessant quest to make heroes, can't you see that
You're
every
making the
single time
villains.
you're also making villains?
Exactly. And she's like, look at what are you doing? Is this just so people will suck up to you? Like, it just because, you want us to fight for your love? That's fucked up. We're not doing this anymore. I'm gonna quit this cycle. And I'm gonna choose my girls.
So then, does Merrick die in our movie, or does Merrick get left behind in our movie?
I mean, certainly the quickest knee-jerk thing is he gets left behind. I don't know that she could go so far as to kill him. I mean, it'd be interesting.
Oh,
if
I don't
Buffy
think
killed
Buffy's
Lothos.
going to kill him, but I feel like Lothos could kill.
Lothos could kill him, but then he'd be sympathetic. I don't know. Maybe he just gets left behind. Maybe he's just like, oh, I've got all your weapons. I got the final fight figured out. Lothos has agreed to the time or whatever. And it's like, no, this is your
Here's
version.
my pitch.
Okay, yeah.
Let's say Buffy is doing all of this, and let's say that Merrick knows that he's trapped in this continuous cycle of reincarnation. He's like, oh, This version of you thinks that you can be a hero? All right, fine. Let's see how you handle it when vampires take over this entire town and this entire country. You think you can do better without me?
Oh, so he flips to bad.
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
He allows himself, he goes into a fight and intentionally lets himself get killed to either motivate Buffy, or he'll be like, you either figure out how to be the hero that I need you to be, or hopefully I'll have better luck with the next one.
Right. I like that. I also
Because
am
he
thinking,
knows
like,
he's in the cycle.
what
He's
if,
not
like,
scared of death.
now I'm thinking, like, what if he does go bad? Like, what if he's like, fuck these bitches. They never are grateful that I made them who they are.
Yeah.
Women should really be more grateful and smile more. And I'm over it. And he actually, and then maybe like Lothos starts to see him for what he really is too. And you start to see a spark of humanity kind of coming back to Lothos, and Merrick starts being the one to push things too far. Like it takes the spot of the villain. I don't know, it could be interesting.
Yeah, you also can have Buffy actually trying to get through to Lothos, and you can see that it's slowly starting to work.
Yeah.
And then Merrick is like, I will attack now, and Lothos is like, no, this whole thing was a trap, and kills Merrick.
Yeah.
But because Merrick,
Buffy misunderstands.
No, Lothos misunderstands
Oh, okay.
because Buffy was trying to like get through, and it was working, and then Merrick ruined it and made everything worse.
And she's like, you were just trying to trick me. Yes, I think that's cool. And I think also like what actually finally gets through to Lothos is Buffy getting through to Kimberly. Or like Buffy and Kimberly coming together is gonna maybe fix what's broken in Lothos. It's like, I wish I could have been that sister to you.
So is Lothos going to die at the end of the
Maybe
movie? I mean,
not.
Lothos is still a vampire.
I will say, yeah, Lothos did murder so many people.
Lothos kind of has to die. Like, Lothos could have, like, a deathbed confessional, but again...
Whatever Lothos
Buffy
started...
still needs to be a vampire slayer.
Lothos starts something that is blown away by Buffy and Kimberly coming together, and Lothos is that's really what I always wanted. I wanted a sister. You know what I mean? Like, and Lothos sacrifices herself to stop what she started. So Lothos still dies, but also has somewhat of an arc.
Or we can go the other way, and Lothos can still be like evil, because again, it's still like a hero winning over bad guys kind of thing. Like, and Lothos can be like, "Oh, that's amazing that you two are coming together. It's like you two have this sister. You can have the sister that I've always wanted. I'm gonna take your sister and make her a vampire." No!
Oh, maybe she's like, "I'm jealous. You have a sister. Why didn't you choose me?" And I think throughout all of this, Buffy doesn't remember Lothos. She doesn't remember this whole thing. To her, Kimberly is real. Like Kimberly and what they've gone through and their friendship and their sisterhood is her reality. It's her present. She doesn't remember this connection to Lothos. But Lothos seeing Buffy go through it again and choose differently this time. And I like the idea that I mean, it could be fun though if you're like, oh, that really warms my heart, you know, if I had one. But I don't. So I'm going to steal your best friend and make her mine now.
Yeah. Like, because again, at the end of the day, it's still an action comedy.
Yeah,
and so
yeah,
you gotta be like, oh my god, I understand the beat that you're trying to set up and what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, subvert
and
it.
I get that.
Yes.
But also, I'm gonna go chomp and go and blood.
Yeah, I am still a demon and I really want to kill. So I'm going with kill. All right.
Yeah.
It's like, no, actually, like it's too late. It's too late for me. Like that, what you're doing, I wish I'd had it. But I like literally don't have a soul anymore, so it's falling on deaf ears. Gotta go, taking your friend. I think that I think that we're like touching on something that has way more interesting like universal themes.
Yes, but at the same time, we still get to then watch all of the you're a bunch of vampires, because like we also get to have Amelin, the Paul Rubens character, who's like absolutely devoted.
Yes.
Will do everything that Lothos wants.
Yes.
And like is doing all of this for her.
Why can't Lothos see?
Why can't Lothos see? I've been here for centuries just doing whatever she wanted. But she's just obsessed with you.
Yeah.
Stab. No. Let's ask this question. What other parts of the plot do we need? Like, what other like character beats and motivations do we need? Or are we done? Are you happy with the kind of the shape of the movie that we've created and kind of the character arcs that we've set up for our characters? I feel like I would like to have us have one cool set piece. Oh, yeah. Because we kind of have the set piece in like the parade grounds.
Okay, yeah.
And so, I feel like we can have some fun things.
Yeah, totally agree. I think the only like other thought that I kind of was germinating on as a general thing is like horror comedy is so hard, right? It's so hard to hit. And you look at things that did work, like Ghostbusters, maybe like Warm Bodies. And
Hmm.
I think what really helps is if the scary parts are legitimately scary.
They have to be.
The makeup
I
is
think
good.
yes, I think the thing that makes a horror comedy work is tension is being built up, and you don't know if that tension is going to be relieved by a joke or a scare.
Exactly. And the comedy is the humanness and the character, not
Yes.
pratfalls and stuff.
Right. And so I feel like if we're having all these rich kids hanging out and doing a bunch of stuff, I feel like a really good way for Buffy to both get away from Merrick and then be trapped in an action sequence is to have her go to a yacht party.
What is a yacht party? Just a party on a yacht?
It's a party on a yacht in the middle of the ocean. Merrick can't get her if she's on a party on a yacht in the middle of the ocean.
Prom on a yacht.
But you know who can get to her?
Sharks.
Flying vampires. You know who doesn't need to ask permission to come aboard? Vampires, because it's already open.
It's open.
To
A
everybody.
boat is open, and they're seniors. Yeah. Prom boat. Prom on a boat.
Oh, so I think this is for like the action sequence where like Merrick dies. I feel like you can still have the final like the showdown
instead of the carousel. Was it the carousel he died before? Yeah. I mean, there is. If we're talking about Santa Monica Pier, there's some interesting like fair, stuff.
There's
there.
like the whole like Ferris
There's the
wheel
Ferris
and the
wheel.
roller coaster and all of that. I feel like that's where the finale is.
Maybe, yeah.
And then like
someone gets run over by a roller coaster.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like that's where the finale is because that's where everybody's fighting all at once.
Yeah.
But I feel like our
prom
act
on the
2
pier.
Yes,
Prom on the pier is the end.
That's Act 3. Our end of Act 2 into Act 3. I feel like we can do
on a boat.
Like just a party on a boat where she's just like, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of your rules. I'm going to go do my own thing.
She re-embraces her teenhood, and she's like, I'm going to go just do a party. Like a normal teenager I'm going to kiss boys, and I'm going to have fun.
Yes. And she's stuck on a boat, and everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
And so that's where Merrick dies, something else bad happens, all of that.
And maybe there's something wrong with the humans, with the boys, with the shitty boyfriend on the boat.
Well, it also can turn out that like
humans are
all it took
monsters too.
Was one vampire getting on the boat, and then all of a sudden, like slowly, like more of them start becoming vampires,
little by little, and then there were fun. Yes, I like that.
Yeah, something
and
like
I think also, but I mean, I think there is also something where it's like, I mean, this doesn't really solve the Merrick thing, but just as a beat, it might be interesting if she does like a party, the bonfire at the beach, or the party on the boat, and the boys are awful. Like maybe one wants to like roofie the girls, or take advantage in some way, or prank someone that's going to be dangerous and awful. And she's like, oh, humans also suck, just not blood.
Yes,
they also suck. And I think that could be interesting. And maybe that is actually a definitive moment for her reconnecting with Kimberly.
Yeah. Okay, great. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's have one of the boys trying to drag one of the other girls underneath the promenade
and she thinks it's a vampire.
At the party.
She's like,
oh,
it's a vampire.
It's like, and she goes to stab the dude and like realizes, oh my God, it's just a terrible
human. This is not even a vampire doing this. And obviously she can't murder.
She can't murder him, but she can't deck him.
Yeah. She can deck him in the next week.
Yeah. I think we can have our 3 set pieces of Act 1. Yes. Our fun set piece fight scene is at a bonfire on the beach, at Huntington Beach.
There's lots of shadows, so that's legit scary.
Absolutely.
Bonfire
and you get to have the joy of someone like coming in out
to
of
the lights
shadows.
And out of the
Yeah.
Legit scary.
So that's Act 1.
Yes, very
Act
fun.
2 is a party on a boat. Act 3 is the promenade.
Or
the Santa Monica Pier.
I
didn't even see it. That's so good.
Hug of the earth.
Hug of the earth.
Hug the earth. We really got to stop that climate thing.
The best way to save the planet is to have a party on it.
With disposable drinks.
Yes. Yeah, okay. So then that kind of gives us our things to play around with, our scares, our kills, and all of that, and our places to like move around. Because we're kind of just like going up and down the Los Angeles, California
the other big
coast.
Question in terms of set piece. What's the opening match cut? We can't do Steak to Pom Pom again. I mean, or we could, because it's fucking wonderful. Medieval times, Dark Ages, maybe it's maybe it's like what's like a hilarious thing in history that you could actually say, oh, that was actually vampires. Like the Alamo. No. What else? What's like a big fight?
Oh, man. Because like
it has to be really, really old, though.
Vampires are like so quintessentially as like a tied to like medieval stuff.
Maybe it's like Beowulf. I think everyone would recognize Beowulf.
Just
Grendel was Lothos.
Back.
Getting a little deep there. Something way back. But you know what, actually, Beowulf would be fun because you get all the Viking outfits and
Yeah, let's go Viking. I love
get
Vikings.
attacked in the middle of the night. Technically, they're supposed to be all naked, but we'll work with it. Uh,
I like the idea of doing Vikings because, like, in theory, like, everyone believes the Vikings have the spiked hat, but in reality they didn't.
so yeah,
But just
and
like you get to have
in reality, women
this.
were shield maidens. Like women were
Oh yeah,
warriors. It
I
wasn't
want
a
to
problem.
see an incredible Viking like shield
Yes.
maiden vampire fight on
Fuck
the cliffs,
yes.
the Scandinavian cliffs.
Yes. And it's like this is where the Grendel like story comes from. And she's
Yes, let's do it.
Beowulfina. Beowulf is Buffy. Buffy is short for Beowulf.
Oh, we did it! That's so good. That's brilliant. I love that. Yes.
And Grendel is the original Lothos, and it was like this is a tale as old as time, as two sisters torn apart. That
Ah,
Merrick
that's
is
perfect.
the witch mother or whatever. No, anyway, now we're getting too into
I
the
wish I'd ever
story.
read Beowulf so I could contribute more.
There's a really fun animated if you want to watch it.
Okay. Great. I guess I'll have to.
But yeah,
Okay,
it's a
cool.
good story.
So,
Okay, so we got a Beowulf opening.
Nordic Mountains, Beowulf,
From there to cheerleader.
cheerleader, and we literally can have her hold the shield up,
Yeah.
and the round shield becomes the round pom pom.
Yes. Wouldn't it be so funny? I don't know if it could be pulled off, but would it be so funny if like we have all these like associations with Vikings and like old speech and stuff? But wouldn't it be funny if like they're like "Rah, rah, rah, rah," and they're in like some Scandinavian
Yeah.
tongue, but the translation of it is hey Beowulf, hey Buffy, hey girl,
Yeah.
hey Wolfie, what's up, girl? And that's like the translation in English of what they're saying.
So this is somewhat related, but a couple nights ago I watched the movie Troll Hunter. It's like a mockumentary out of
yes,
Norway.
yes, so good, so
where
good.
they're like tracking down different trolls and stuff, and just like listening to people speak Norwegian is so fun.
Yes,
I just
yeah.
it's so good. I love.
I can say
everything
that
about it.
I'm Norwegian, so I'm allowed to.
It's fantastic. It's a good movie. More people should watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, good. Okay. So that's our plot, that's our character motivation, that's our arcs, that's
Great
our
arcs.
set pieces. I think we
Great
have all
themes.
of the things.
Yeah, this is exciting. I love it.
Yeah. Let's get into casting.
Okay, fun.
So, Buffy. How old is your Buffy?
Full on Zendaya.
Oh, you went with Zendaya? 30-year-old Zendaya?
Full on Zendaya. She's still playing a high schooler, isn't she? Euphoria?
Maybe. I think I'm sorry, she's 29, but yes.
How dare you?
I'm extremely rude and I apologize.
She was playing a high schooler like yesterday. So, but I mean,
That's
like,
true.
I just think that would be fun. Or Hunter Schafer, but I don't know if she's as funny. I don't think I've ever seen her in something really funny. I'm just picking from Euphoria, aren't I? Never mind. What are
So
some
here's
other
the thing.
actors? Yeah.
The actress I went with was also on Euphoria, but she is 21.
Okay.
Her name is Isabella Alvarez.
Okay.
She was in a couple episodes of Euphoria. She's in Magic Camp, and the interesting thing about some of the young people I found is that a lot of them did a lot of voiceover work.
Ooh.
And so she was on a show that I loved called Craig of the Creek. And she was the voice of a character named Wildernessa,
I love that name.
which is very fun. Obviously, the new Buffy is the girl from the Star Wars show.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she's going to be great.
I mean, if
But,
we
like-
technically want someone who's 20, I don't know who those people are.
Yeah.
I have to admit.
Yeah.
There aren't a lot of 20-year-old stars to pick from.
There aren't that many stars, period.
That's true. Everything's so spread out.
But let's go with someone who is in an age demographic that you might know. Who did you have for your Merrick?
Okay. I have a stunt casting idea and then like a fun
Okay.
idea. Okay.
Hit me.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay, interesting. I love Kiefer Sutherland.
So still a Sutherland.
Absolutely.
Still a Sutherland.
That's
But-
so funny. Mr. Dark City himself.
Yes. Just like, I mean, like probably still bring too much gritty to the project.
I don't know. I feel like Kiefer Sutherland's done more comedies
If
than
he's
Donald
down to
Sutherland
clown.
ever did.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm 100% serious. Like, because he's in Lost Boys.
Yeah, he is a vampire. Like he was a vampire.
He's not playing a serious character in Lost Boys.
Yeah.
He's playing a goofy vampire who doesn't take anything seriously.
So we're bringing Kiefer back to the pier.
Sure. And so that was your stunt casting, or?
My other idea was Ming Na Wen,
Ah, okay. I mean, obviously
Who I
she'd be
adore.
incredible.
who I adore.
I didn't gender swap this one. I love Kiefer Sutherland though, and that is similar to the idea I had of. I sent a text to my friend Zach where I was like, "Fine, Michael Sheen can be Merrick.
Amazing. I love this. I love this. I love
I
this.
might have us do Kiefer Sutherland, though, because I think that's
It's
extremely
funny.
funny.
That's fun. It's
Yeah.
meta, and Buffy
It's
is
meta,
nothing if
it's
not
very
meta.
funny. It's true. I'm going to have us go with Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay. Today, Luke Perry.
I found like a 23-year-old.
Yeah, oh, okay, that's younger than mine.
Like, I haven't seen him in a lot of things. He was in The 100. He had like a role in Supernatural. I think like his larger roles in Aliens Stole My Body. It's this kid named Sean Kwan.
Oh, he looks so sweet though. Wait, I'm looking at him as like a
Yes.
10-year-old. Hold on, I need
Yeah.
more recent.
Yeah, if you find his IMDb, it's a little bit older.
He seems too sweet. He seems like an ingenue face.
Fair enough.
He seems too sweet.
Well, because like, who did you have? Or did you have someone in their late 30s?
I definitely have someone too old, but like that whole brooding. You need a brooder,
Yeah.
rebel, dropout, right? He's like
Sure.
I think he's a dropout. I think they're the same age, but he dropped out of school,
Yes.
right? Okay, yeah.
He might be
He
a
just-
year or two older, but yes.
He just lives in a van.
Yeah.
He never graduated
Down by
high
the
school.
river.
Down by the river. And he just has very broody eyes. Jacob Elordi. I really should look up
Jacob
pronunciations.
Elordi.
Elordi, okay.
He's one of those kids that's around right now.
He's just got those mopey, brooding. I mean, that's why the Wuthering Heights thing's going to work so well for him. Like,
Yeah.
what a brooder.
I remember looking at him and being like, he is perfect casting. He's 28, but
He's too old.
or
But she's
excuse
29.
me, 27.
If we go full on, these people are so not in high school. A little bit younger, but honestly not much younger is Noah Centineo. He seems like he's got a broodiness. But, I mean, Elordi is
Noah Centineo's older. He's 29.
by 1 year. Probably by a few months.
Elordi's 27. Noah's 29.
Elordi's 27. Okay, I think 27 counts. I think that's in
We'll
the
see.
zone.
Tell me about who you had for your Amelin, because you started to tell me this and then I cut you
Oh.
off. Who is your assistant vampire?
Cole. Escola or Escola? Is it Escola or
Cola
Escola?
Scola.
I'm going to mess up everyone's. I have even harder names coming up.
How old is Cola Scola?
Oh my god. I think they're like
Cola
gotta be in their
Scola's 39.
I was like 40.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Cola
is great.
Scola is very funny.
How old was Paul Rubens at that time? Probably the same, right? Yeah. And I mean, come
That's
on.
something- I
You want
assume he was
someone
older, but
who
like,
was going to steal
absolutely you do.
every scene.
Yes, like
be way
I
too
went with
much.
I went with my SNL casting for this role because I'm like, this is the person who needs to be funny, who goes from comedy to deadly serious.
Right. Like, you know, because they're so wacky, they could just kill someone. Like they're
Yes.
dangerous.
They're dangerous because they're crazy.
Yeah.
I went with Tim Meadows, someone who is in his 60s.
I love that. I feel like he is sometimes plays a straight man at things. Like
Yeah,
even
he
when
does.
even when he is really silly, it's more understated.
Yeah. Hey, I'm happy to go with Cola Scola instead.
Yeah. I was thinking like someone who is like, even when you're directing them, you don't necessarily know what they're going to do. Like they just
Great.
have wild card energy.
Cola Scola is fine. I'm fine with that. And then tell me about who you had as your Lothos again. I don't remember.
The fun meta idea was Hilary Swank.
That's right.
But then I was thinking if you have it be a man, I was like, you know, Hilary Swank was fun. If it was a man, I think Lakeith Stanfield or Stanfield. I'm gonna mess up every single person tonight.
Lakeith Stanfield is right.
Stanfield. I think that there is something just so compelling and so charismatic and so charming about him. Like literally, I think you could get lost in his eyes and you would not know and you'd be hypnotized.
I think if we were sticking with a male Lothos, I think that's perfect. Obviously,
Right?
that's amazing.
Like you'd be so drawn to him and you would like wouldn't even notice.
I also like the idea of Hilary Swank, like outside of like the context of she was in the original movie.
Yeah.
My Lothos is an actress who's like formerly like a supermodel and stuff. And so like I kind of see her as kind of like the way kind of people perceive Buffy as like this like blonde, beautiful woman and just like and has just been like time and everything else. And she's been doing these things for hundreds and hundreds of years. And so I went with Rebecca Romaine.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. And she's such a nerd, which is so great.
She is. And I know that she's a fairly decent person because she showed up to strike a couple of days.
Oh, I bet she's so great. I love her.
She was very nice. I would push us to Rebecca Romaine.
I love Rebecca Romaine. Love it. Love it. I love her.
And then we talked a little bit about Pike. I didn't have someone good for Kimberly. I had like for Jennifer, Kimberly, and Nikki, I just like threw a bunch of like, these are popular actresses of the time.
I kind of did that for the boys.
I did 2 actresses and 1 actor because like what sort of cheerleader friend groups right now wouldn't have a gay friend as well.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you could totally gender swap one of the girls.
Yeah, so I did Joey King, who's very popular. I did Halle Bailey, who was the new Little
love
Mermaid.
her. Yes.
And then I did Anthony Cavon, who is another actor who's been in a bunch of stuff.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. I think that these are in the movie. I mean, obviously they got great people and discoveries in the movie, like Hilary Swank. Even though she wasn't yet a two-time Oscar-winning actress, she's obviously a great find and a heavyweight in her own right. But I think in my version, so much more about sisterhood and then the women having a bigger role. So I feel like Kimberly especially needs to be someone who, like, in another time, she would have been a Viking warrior too. Like, she is. Yes, they 100%. Can go head to head. She can bring it, right? So I was thinking Isabella Merced.
Okay.
She was the new Hawk Girl in the Superman movie. Okay.
No notes. That's our Kimberly. I'm not even going to question it.
Right.
I 100% think that's great.
She can bring that strength, right?
Yes.
And then I think it'd be so funny. So Nicole is the one who, borrows the jacket and is like, it's retro, and is like the most airheaded one.
Uh-huh.
I think it'd be so funny if that was Thomasin McKenzie.
Thomasin McKenzie.
Thomasin. It is Thomasin. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you see Last Night in Soho?
No.
Or Jojo Rabbit?
She's great. She's the Jojo Rabbit girl. I love her.
So she has this really unique, high, breathy voice. Like, it's such an interesting, breathy, high voice that I think it'd be very funny for the next.
Perfect. No notes. That's great.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Jennifer is the airhead. Sorry, Jennifer is the name. Thomasin McKenzie.
Yes. Good. Okay.
Or like an Elle Fanning, or maybe Elle Fanning could be the third girl, because I don't think that
like
she's
Thomasin
played
McKenzie more.
Vapid before.
Let's do Anthony Cavon for the.
Let's do Anthony. Yeah, I don't have a good Nicole. Yeah, let's do Anthony Cavon for Nicole.
Great. So Isabella Merced, Thomasin McKenzie, and Anthony Cavon.
Love it. I mean, those three are going to be the funniest squad.
I have a Benny and a Jeffrey. So Benny was Pike's friend, and then I have Jeffrey, the ex-boyfriend.
I don't think I have it. Wait, was it Andy who was the boyfriend, or?
I thought Jeffrey. I might have the name wrong.
The boyfriend.
Whoever the boyfriend is. The boyfriend.
Yes. And then, so the David Arquette, Benny. Who are you thinking? I have a name I'm ready to mispronounce, but you tell me yours.
So I have an actor who was the kid on the Goldbergs. He's also like a voice actor in Jurassic World Chaos Theory, and he does like things here and there. His name is Sean Giambrone.
Okay.
I met him at a holiday party last year.
You're so good with names.
Oh, I act like I am.
This kid is so funny. I guess now he's a full-grown man. This man's very funny. I think that's a great pick. That's better than mine, which I was like, it'd be funny if like the mean jock was like Finn Wolfhard. But yours is better, I think.
So Sean for Benny, and then who did you have for the
boyfriend?
Oh,
no, I'm sorry. That was for Benny. Why did I think that? I think is actually great for the boyfriend.
Oh, you want him to be the now ex-boyfriend, the one that gets broken up with?
Or one that's like, get your hands off my thing, is Buffy's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that he looks like he's a pretty good type.
Okay.
If I'm looking at the right person. Obviously, you have to shave the beard to look younger.
I went with a more because Sean Gambone is like short, and so I went with more
is he?
The standard 6'2". Like,
this picture makes him look like he has size. Okay.
No, he's shorter than I am.
Oh, okay. Some of these other pictures, I'm like, oh yeah, no, he looks like he could do that. Okay, never mind. These were not to scale. Okay. Then that's how my absolutely insane Benny idea, especially because of Jacob Elordi being Pike, is Barry. I want to say Keegan. Keegan?
Barry Keoghan?
Barry
Keoghan's 33.
But maybe they didn't actually go to school together. It's his van.
I'm not having a 33-year-old date a teenager.
No. Benny doesn't date anybody.
Oh, this is for Benny.
Yeah, Benny.
Got
Benny
it.
maybe already had the van. He's a bad influence.
Okay. So we're switching Benny and the boyfriend, but my boyfriend now Benny is David Mazouz.
Okay.
He ended up being Bruce Wayne in the Gotham TV show, like the child fun. Bruce Wayne. So if you look at him now, you're like, there's a decent chance that dude's a vampire.
Oh, he's got a great look.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also he looks like he could probably, he'd probably be like popular and affable and stuff, but also could have a darker side of like, oh wait, the human being is just as evil as a vampire.
So here's my pitch.
So he'd be good for boyfriend.
Actually.
Yeah.
So let's actually make him Pike, and then let's have Barry Keoghan be Benny.
Well, I think Barry Keoghan was who I was thinking for Benny. Yes.
Yeah. So let's have him be Benny, and then.
But I like this guy, the Mazouz. I'm already messing it up, even though I heard you say it. I like him for the boyfriend because he
Well, no,
he looks like he could be both like
I
normal and have a
agree.
dark side. Yeah.
Yes. That's why I'm suggesting him instead of both of our suggestions for Pike, because I don't think either of us loved kind of the other suggestion. You thought mine was a little bit too sweet looking.
Yeah.
And I thought yours was 27.
Yes.
So I'm suggesting David Mazouz replace both of them.
Yeah.
And that's who we have for our Pike. And then we have Sean Jambron as the boyfriend and Benny be Barry Keoghan.
Okay. Yes. I love it.
Okay.
Yes. We're rotating all these men around and it works.
We're out of my like actory roles.
Yes.
Are there any other like cast things
Okay,
that you
yes.
did that I did not?
Okay, we have to talk about who are going to be the random basketball guys who replace Ben Affleck and Matt
Okay.
Damon.
Great. Tell me about Tell me about your basket bros.
BTS. They're like just some insanely famous, like just a couple of BTS guys.
Well, this was Ben Affleck and Matt Damon's first
That's
movie
true.
role
That's true.
ever.
But the fun of it is being like, wait, is that person in the basketball team?
Great. No. Here's the thing. I don't have anyone for that role. Yeah. So it just has to go with you. That's the rule. It has to be BTS. That's simply what's going to happen.
Some BTS members are just kind of threaded in there. Like, so you look twice and go, wait a minute, isn't that like I know who that is.
That is simply what's happening now. Like, you don't have to convince me. I don't get to fight back. That simply is what it is.
I think that would be incredible. Okay,
Great.
So there was the other jock guy who's the first one to turn. And he has like the ears. I mean, he was like, "Hello, Buffy." Hello, Buffy.
Yes.
And he and then she trips him up, and he like flips over, and he's like the one who starts to play basketball against everybody, and freaks them all out. Benson Boone.
Okay.
And he gets to do his signature backflip, and is like a wild card, such energy kind of person.
Great.
Okay.
Sold.
Stephen Root, hard to replace. J.K. Simmons.
Done. Amazing.
Last one. Buffy's mom. Oh, kiss. Gotta go kiss. Two different moms popped in my head. Jennifer Coolidge.
Okay.
It's like she'd nail the, oh, darling, are you all right? Oh, are you bleeding? I gotta go. I think it would be so epic if it was Queen Latifah.
Oh, Queen Latifah. Done.
Like, just super suburban, way wealthy, overprivileged, jewelry, ridiculous.
So good. Love everything about it. That's fantastic.
Kiss.
Yes.
It'd be so fucking funny.
Yes, I think that's fantastic. And if absolutely needs to, at some point in the movie, she just decks a vampire and we move on.
Exactly. She'd be like, she takes after me.
Yeah, good. I like it. Good. And then do you have writer and director?
Meredith Berg and Meredith Berg.
I assume so.
Wait, Meredith Burge. I have to say everyone's name wrong because it's only fair. I screwed with them. I gotta do it. It's only fair.
That's very, very
Meredith Burge and Meredith Burge.
I might be okay with having you be the director, but let me tell you.
Oh, you want to be the writer? Is it you?
No. Well, yes.
Is it Sam Gasch?
I mean, if you're saying it, it simply must be.
Yes.
No,
Sam Gasch.
Because it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I agree with you that I do think it needs to be a female writer and a female director.
Yeah.
It's Buffy, it should be.
Yeah.
But for my writer, I went with Gillian Flynn.
Ooh, tell me. Oh, Gillian Flynn. Yes. Okay, yes.
From Gone Girl, Sharp Objects, Widows. She's not funny.
She's not funny.
But she can write women.
Right.
And like the thing that I was missing is, and so like I cast funny people.
Yes.
And then had the script itself be a little bit more like emotionally and like character driven.
I see why that could add depth. I think that you might run into a little bit of the problem of the movie where it's like like Sutherland is not in the same, movie, and because he's too serious. I
agree.
I
think that's a director issue though, and that's something that of course our director Meredith will be able to figure out.
I think there's a pair I think that wrote like Legally Blonde, I think, and Josie and the Pussycats. Is that the same pair?
It's not the same pair, but I do know the pair that wrote Josie and the Pussycats. They're fantastic.
Yeah, I'm thinking like them, like Josie and the Pussycats. Did they also do 10 Things I Hate About You? I feel like is that different pair?
It's a different pair.
Okay.
The pair that did Josie and the Pussycats is Deborah Kaplan and Harry Elfont.
Okay.
They're excellent, and they don't really work anymore because Josie and the Pussycats flopped so hard.
It was brilliant.
Which is a shame.
It was brilliant.
Because it is a perfect movie.
It's brilliant. Take the Chevy to the levee.
I love
that movie. Is brilliant.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
It's.
It was so accurate.
Yeah.
It was maybe it was too accurate. People couldn't handle it.
Yeah. They don't really do as much anymore, and it is an absolute shame. But I would happily get them involved in this.
I love that movie.
Great, done. There are writers,
and that movie has that camp and self-awareness and is meta. I want those instincts, and
Great.
to push, to be like, to do stuff that you're like, oh my God, you can't do that. Oh, let's actually do that.
My director, I couldn't go with Chloe Zhao, so I was like digging, trying to find
Right,
like good action directors, that sort of thing. And I found someone who worked on a couple episodes of Jessica Jones and Mandalorian, Fear the Walking Dead.
Right.
She worked on Rain. This
Right.
woman's name is Deborah Chow. She's great. But again, I'm more than happy to put your name down as the director.
Yes.
Like, we're just having fun.
I'm taking this.
Like, this is yours.
I got to
now.
get something out of this.
Absolutely. But that is our cast. Let me take you through our...
What have we wrought?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So Buffy's going to be Isabella Alvarez. Merrick is going to be Kiefer Sutherland.
Mm-hmm.
Amelin is going to be Cola Scola. Lothos is going to be Rebecca Romaine.
Mm-hmm.
Pike is going to be David Mazouz.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer is going to be Thomasin McKenzie. Kimberly is going to be Isabella Merced.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki is going to be Anthony Cavon.
Mm-hmm.
Benny will be Barry Keoghan. Jeffrey will be Sean Gambone. Gambrone. The Basket Bros will be BTS. The Vampire Jock is going to be Benson Boone. The Principal will be J.K. Simmons. Buffy's mom will be Queen Latifah. All of this will be written by Deborah Kaplan and Harry Elfont, and then directed by Meredith Berg.
Green
That
lit.
is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We did it.
It's going to be Isabella and Isabella.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Funny. But yeah, so that is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and that's the last cast for season 8 of Ideal Remake.
So much
Meredith,
fun.
thank you so much for having me watch this movie that's been on my list for so long and I haven't watched it.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you saw it.
For anyone listening, please tell them where to go to find more about you and to see all the things you're talking about when you start directing your movie next year.
Okay, great. Yes. And as you know, like if we were to do another one of these, I would have chosen Event Horizon, but I know you didn't want to subject yourself. When you said you can't watch scary movies, I was like, oh no, then Event Horizon, you would never get over it. Like people pull their eyeballs out. You should not watch that movie.
Yeah. And when we were talking about different movies, I'd specifically said like a week prior to you picking that, I was like, I can't do horror, I can't do Christmas.
I missed that. I'm sorry. I was like, oh my God, Event Horizon. Yes. Oh my God, for so many reasons.
I'm so sorry.
I'm glad choice, that I didn't subject you to one of the scariest movies ever made. Okay, yeah, so you can find out more about me at meredithberg.com. It's meredithberg.com. You can find out more about my current short film Tether, the sci-fi thriller, at tethershortfilm.com. And then my upcoming feature debut will be a film called Stay. It's a scary hotel movie. Sorry, Sam. And
You've told me about this movie. You told me about the movie when we were in Tucson.
Yeah. And you're going to be excited for me, and I love it.
It sounds incredible.
Well, I'm really, really excited for it. You can find out more about it on www.stay.pictures.
And do you have social media you want people to follow or nah?
I mean, my Instagram is Merbergerwin, which is MEREBERGERWIN. Sometimes I post about like the festival circuit that we're going on and little behind the scene things. And I really mean to do more with it, but it's a bit random right now. But hey, come on in. Join Water's Fine.
Fantastic. If you're interested in following me, I am on Instagram at Ideal Remake, spelled like the podcast, or you can find me on BlueSky, which is at Sam Gasch, SAMGASCH. Once again, thank you for having me watch this movie. If anyone wants to talk about Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie, the show, whatever, you can join us on the Dueling Genre Discord, which has a link in the show notes of this episode. Great community, and it's mostly where I'll be for the few months of my hiatus. But I will end this episode the same way I end every episode. Meredith.
Yes.
What is your favorite quote from the movie Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
When Lothos is about to hypnotize her to her doom and bite her neck, he's trying to like use old sweet talk and she's not falling for it. She's finally broken his spell. And he's like, you and I are one. And she says, one what? You couple? I don't think so.
Perfect. I love it.